Carl Lohren is the head golf professional at North Shore Country Club in Glen Head, New York. His illustrious career is capped by many U.S. Open and U.S. Senior Open appearances, including finishing 14th in the 1992 U.S. Senior Open. Carl has also won both the New York State and Long Island PGA Championships and has been elected to the New York Metropolitan PGA Hall of Fame. Carl is also highly recognized as a professional golf instructor for many PGA Tour pros, including Dean Beeman, Chichi Rodriguez, and Gary Player. His teaching methods have earned him the Metropolitan PGA Teacher of the Year award, and Carl was named by Golf Magazine as one of the top 50 golf instructors in the United States. Carl is the author of One Move to Better Golf, one of the best-selling golf instruction books ever published, both in the United States and internationally. Carl is assisted by Gene Borek, who has used One Move to Better Golf in winning over 30 professional golf tournaments and qualifying for 30 U.S. Open and PGA Golf Championships. He is also a member of the Metropolitan PGA Hall of Fame.
Hi, my name is Gene Borek, golf professional at the Metropolis Country Club in White Plains, New York. For the past 37 years, I've been teaching and playing golf professionally. About 25 years ago, I met Carl Lohren, author of One Move to Better Golf. He helped me with my game tremendously. At this time, I'd like you to meet Carl Lohren.
Thanks, Gene. Pleasure to be here with you.
Thank you, Carl.
Today we're going to talk about the golf swing, and we're going to talk about how to make the golf swing with one thought. Next, we're going to talk about a good address position, an address position that I call super setup. The next thing we're going to do is talk about how to get into this address position with a routine. And finally, we're going to talk about the proper mindset to play golf, what I call an athletic mindset, one that will enable you to get the most out of your ability. Gene, why don't we just go ahead out there and take a look at this golf course and show them how to make this move?
Okay, Carl, let's do it.
Okay. A golf swing is a left-sided motion if you're playing right-handed. To explain what I mean by that, I'd like to take Gene and show him at impact where the strike takes place and show you how the left side of his body has pulled him in to the proper position. And this position is the way most good players look. At impact, he has delayed his right side. His left side has pulled his right side. You see the weight has moved onto his left side. You see his left side is taller than his right side. This is lower than this. This is caved in. This is kind of like a wall there. That's a left-sided position. That's what I call a delayed hit. His right side is delayed right here. The power hasn't taken place yet. And because of this delayed position, he can hit the golf ball where he wants to hit it, and he can get the power at the ball rather than having not delayed that power and having used it back here. So this right here is the key to all of golf, getting into this position, arriving at this position. Now, basically, what we're going to do here is to explain to you how to get into this position, what causes you to get into this position. Right side mistakes occur so that you can't get into this position. For example, if a player, for instance, if a player tops the ball so that he pulls up off of it, it comes from the fact that his right hand has casted the club, caused the wrist to uncock, and has straightened up the body in that fashion. Because when the hand's uncocked, the weight stops. This shoulder never moves under anymore. It stays high, and it will eventually move ahead, up off the golf ball. Whereas if he moved into a left-sided position, if he came at the golf ball left-sidedly, it would move his weight forward, lower the right side, and leave that head in a position that it doesn't come up too quick. trying to keep the head from coming up too quick is a mistake. The head coming up too quick is symptomatic of a right side hit. The next thing that the right side can do that's wrong, and I wish to cover the wrong things first, the next thing is the right side coming over the top of the shot, which can cause you to slice it if the face is open and hook it if the face is closed, or pull it. That's the right side going over it from the top. And if you just show them right from the top, Gene, just come right outside over it. That's the right side domination that most players do when they slice the golf ball. To some degree, that could cause a 40-yard slice. A little of that could cause a 10-yard slice. The next thing would be hitting behind the golf ball. If a player hits behind the ball, what he's done is apply the power with the right side of his body before he gets to the ball, and actually quicker than his weight can transfer, so that his weight actually stays on the right side too long, and he hits behind the ball. His right arm, hand, and upper trunk got there quicker than his weight could shift, and he hit behind the golf ball. Conversely, if a player shanks the golf ball, he will actually take his body, and when he swings, move this way closer to the ball than he starts, because his right shoulder wheels and applies the power and moves forward and pulls him forward. And he contacts the golf ball out here in the shank. Another reason for shanking is if the right hip spins so quickly from the top that it blocks his hands so that his hands are shoved out to the right because his hip's in his way. That's another reason for shank. And his hands can't uncock. That's all a right side maneuver. Most of your top players in golf are ambidextrous, or at least 60, 70, or 80% right-handed, and a 30 or 35% left-handed. I can mention people like Greg Norman, Paul Azinger, Tom Watson, Curtis Strange, Larry Mize, just to name a few who write with their left hand. These are superb athletes that left-sidedness to them comes natural. Most of us, though, have to work to cultivate it.